Hi, welcome to today's vlog. Today's vlog is going to be very short because I want to ask you a question. Hi, how are you? Today is Hi, How Are You Day. It's a day that's meant to destigmatize mental health issues across the world. I got the email from Tim Ferriss. I'm on his regular Friday email. If you're not on that, I suggest you sign up to it. Tim Ferriss is a fantastic author, podcaster, well worth the inspiration. But I wanted to really highlight today because my biggest audience is men aged 25 to 44. Now, according to official data in the UK, the highest suicide rate is in males aged 30 to 44, 23.5 deaths per 100,000 population. It's believed hundreds of male suicides could be prevented in the UK if men don't feel ashamed to ask for help when they desperately need it. And I'm going to make this a very short vlog because I want you to use the time that you might have watched the rest of the vlog, so kind of another 6 minutes or so in a normal vlog episode, to reach out to someone, a friend, particularly a male friend, obviously female as well, but this is kind of where the biggest problem is. Reach out to a male friend and ask, hi, how are you today? And actually mean it. Be willing to follow up with a phone call, with a coffee, with something, just to let people who are struggling get things off their chest. Now, the first story is quite musically involved and kind of leads into a lot of things that I'm not going to share the main reasons for on here, but just to say that kind of I had 3 bouts of counselling, 3 bouts of seeing a therapist about events that had happened in my youth, and also events that was kind of rearing their head in my late 20s, early 30s, one of which was effectively stage fright. Not with a bit I couldn't go on stage, but where certain members of the audience, I would start implanting into their heads, I would kind of hear their criticisms that probably weren't there and probably weren't valid. And it got to the point where I really struggled to play and to open up, and I became obsessed is a better word, kind of what they were thinking about my playing, and I didn't have the freedom to be able to just play, which we've spoken about on other things before. Kind of going and speaking to a therapist really helped. It's hard to do. It's very hard as a man as well to open up about those things, especially when a big guy like me, you're supposed to kind of be completely resilient and nothing bothers you. It's important, and that really helped me get through some things. It helped me understand that one of my strengths is as an improviser, not just within music, but within life. I can pick things up and improvise and get on the go, and that I need to be in positions where, and involved in work where I can do that. Another thing I understood through a book called Tom Rath's Strength Finder was that I'm someone who has to get going and get on with an idea straight away. I'm not good at letting the idea fester. It bothers me. So kind of that kind of self-reflection and understanding what you're really like is also very helpful into improving your mental health, improving kind of what you know, where your trigger points are, where you could have issues. The second one relates to this video here, and you can watch this video, I'll go into it in a bit more detail, where I had a choking incident during a business lunch, and but for the intervention of a stranger, I would have been dead. An ambulance had already been called. It's basically nearly a minute where I couldn't get this chicken bone that had got lodged in my throat out. Thankfully, the stranger came over, gave me the Heimlich manoeuvre, and straight away I was fine. But hours afterwards, the realisation of what had happened hit me. It also, at that time, was going through a very stressful period with work, where basically it was very flattering, but 2 organisations, very prominent, very world-famous organisations, were headhunting me, and I was trying to decide what the right thing to do was. I turned them down, but that's kind of led to a lot of mental anguish. And then basically 2 weeks later, I was on the London Underground station, and a young guy jumped out in front of the train just down the road, just kind of down the platform from me, and I witnessed a suicide. And then a week later, I was stuck on a train. Somebody else had jumped in front of the train. Those experiences led to quite a dark time in my life, and thankfully Katie stepped in, and Katie helped me, and we went along to the doctor, just chatted with the doctor and got a little bit of help. Absolutely fine now, but it made me realise how fragile our mental health can be at times. It can just take, accumulation of things to build up, and something snaps. So, hi, how are you today? I mean that. I can't kind of reach out any more than what I'm doing on this, but reach out to somebody else. If you've got any issues, then please reach out to someone. If you have, and you're watching this and you're struggling, reach out to someone. Find someone to talk to. It's really important. There's always someone you can talk to. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.